Coach, 6 players in double digits tonight. There's so many positives there. Just how much was this a full team win?
Yeah, the ball movement was great. For the most part, the ball movement was really, really good, which is, evident in the 34 assists. Might be a season high for us. I'm not sure. But yeah, I thought Pat Beverly did a great job tonight, really setting the tone, whether it be with his intensity, his defense, his focus. And then, it's 12 assists.
Setting the tone, especially in that fourth quarter that, we talked about going into the game. How much did he create that energy? Yeah,
I mean, they had tightened the game up to about a dozen, I think. And he gets a steal and causes a run out. And, now it's 15 or something like that. And then another play and one. And, just we didn't have to win the game twice, tight down the stretch. Just sealed the deal for us.
Are you pleased with this effort? Are you happy with what you saw tonight?
Yeah, I'm happy with the, we came in, we put the work in. I thought we outworked them for the most part. I thought we did a good job of being focused, playing on the back-to-back after a tough loss last night. Got great bench minutes, got great bench production, which is what you need in a back-to-back. So, yeah, very happy, very happy.
You were talking last night about, some of the things you were trying to get Ant to do, he wasn't quite doing last night. How did he respond to what you wanted to do tonight, what the game was kind of doing in tonight?
He was a little bit more assertive, a little bit quicker decision-making out there in his drives. His shot was going from 3, but they were mostly either in the rhythm of the offense or you got into them pretty quickly. I wasn't a big fan of his approach defensively to start the game, which is why we kind of went in another direction early. But, he responded to that and was a lot more dialed in.
Might have been Taurean's best game as a Timberwolves.
Yeah.
For him, it's been a up and down year.
Yeah.
And he's coming out of the COVID protocols, obviously.
Yeah.
How much can he add to the mix if he can put up more nights like this?
Well, tremendously. I loved his aggressiveness tonight. He was really, really aggressive. He was committed to his shot, played off the catch, finished strong. Really good performance by him. And then, then he was driving and kicking later on and, hit some timely threes. So.
He was kind of out there with that group. You mentioned the bench production, Jaden.
Yeah.
Second quarter, Jalen as well kind of broke the game open.
Mm-hmm.
What did that unit in particular do well tonight?
They shared the ball. They shared the ball and made quick decisions. I thought they attacked and got to the paint very well. And they guarded. There was a lot that, they guarded. They were able to give themselves a cushion where they didn't have so much pressure on their offense.
I'm wondering, because I remember you said before the game, you were concerned about the fouling. You've got an aggressive defense, forced a lot of turnovers, but fouling was a concern. And just wanted to, from you, how do you assess they performed on that? Because obviously the Clippers are lacking guys who draw fouls. Yeah. And they couldn't take advantage of that tonight.
Yeah, I thought we played really good defense without fouling for most of the game. And then in the fourth, we fouled a lot. Just kind of got a little bit loose with the fouling. For the most part, I thought we did a good job of playing with better hands and better position.
We'll go to the Zoom free.
We'll go Jason then Dane. Jace, go ahead.
Hey, Chris, is Taurean somebody who you maybe can see giving you more than you've gotten maybe in the first half-ish of the season here?
Well, I think so. He had a great preseason for us. It's probably unfair on Taurean, because he's had a bit of a yo-yo role, and some of that's our doing, and some of that's just he had made shots. He got a lot of good looks at one point in the season, and but we've said all year long that kind of stuff always comes back around, and hopefully for him, it's coming back around.
Dane.
Chris, with Naz Reid, what have you just seen from him in terms of his growth as a pick and roll player, not only as a scorer, but tonight seemed to be passing it really well on the short roll also?
Yeah, his pocket awareness has grown. I think he's a very good passer, like in general. He sees the floor extremely well. I think he's also a really good scorer and probably sees himself a little bit more as a scorer, but we've just been trying to get these guys to understand what that pocket looks like when they get in there every night. Every defense is a little different. When he did a good job of finishing around the low man, he did a good job of kicking, did a job rolling hard. He's a really good playmaker. It's a luxury to have, particularly in your second unit where you can run so much offense with him and through him.
And then you mentioned with the rotation was a little bit different in the first quarter, or at least it was different than it was last night. And you talked before the game about some of those blended lineups. What kind of went into your rotation change tonight?
Yeah, I wanted to try to, we want to try to get Jalen on the ball as a point guard, but we knew we needed, some defensive help out there alongside of him. So that was, J.O. and TP were able to go out there and help bolster that lineup, give us some defensive presence too, as well as scoring, which Jalen brings.
Hey, Chris, you've talked about how you can coach Ant really hard. How does he respond to when you have to take him out early because the defensive intensity and whatnot isn't there? Is he pretty good in those spots?
Yeah, he responds well. I think he responds really well. I think he's a competitor. Needs to know that we have a standard that we're trying to play to, and I didn't think he played very well last night, so it was my job to make sure that he was dialed in to play well tonight. And I didn't like the start, so we had to shake it up a little bit.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Chris.